Hi guys, Pokomo Presents kama kawaida. Today I have a special guest all the way from the other land of this world here at your disposal, guys.
Okay.
He's going to introduce himself and start with some question and answers, and he's going to give us the answers.
I'm ready to give answers. My name is Matt Diamond Flix on YouTube and social media. I'm from the United States, state of Missouri, born and raised. I've stayed in Oklahoma a lot. I've lived in Florida, and I've been around quite a bit. And I spent a lot of time in Kenya. I've been coming here since 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, coming and going. And some of the best years of my life have been right here in your country.
Wow,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you will retire in Kenya.
Oh, I would love to retire in Kenya. Yeah, for the wholesome lifestyle, the good fruits.
So it's a bat.
Huh?
There's a bat.
A
You
what?
like bats.
There's a but. Well, the only but is, to be really comfortable in Kenya, same as anywhere, you have to have money.
Yeah.
You have to have comfortable finances.
Yeah.
And,
And you live like a king.
Yeah, and you live like a freaking king.
Amazing.
What you get a lot of bang for your buck here is what we say.
Yeah.
Basically, you get a lot for your money, versus what you would get where I'm from.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Weird one. Just a quick one.
No, feel free.
When I heard your name, the second name,
Diamond.
I'm like, is it this Diamond and
Diamond Platinum.
the singer in
Yeah.
oh, is it the Diamonds we have to? So it's your father's name, right?
No, not at all. It's a stage name or a pseudo name.
Oh, yeah.
I was straight out of the Navy. I was 23 years old at the time. I moved to Kansas City, which is near my hometown. And I was working at the Kansas City Royals baseball stadium, Major League Baseball. And Kansas City is a very black city. And I was one of the only white people in the kitchen. And one of the OGs kept calling me Diamond.
Oh.
But he had that Kansas City, lingo, dialect, like we were talking about. So I didn't know what he was saying. I was brand new to Kansas City culture, the street, black culture and urban culture there. So I didn't understand what he was saying. So he did this to me for 2 shifts, calling me Diamond. What's up, Diamond? What's up, Diamond?
But it's so nice.
I finally asked him why, and it made sense, and I'll add another fun fact about it. I found my father when I was 33 or 34 years old.
Wow.
So my real last name is Cole, like coal. Diamond comes from coal, but it's an Irish coal, so it's Cowles, not Coal. And the family crest actually translates to the black stranger.
Wow.
So to me, Diamond is like poetry in motion, and I'm a poet, right? So that OG had that intuition about me. I asked him, why are you calling me that? Like baseball diamond? Because, the baseball field, they call it diamond. He's like, no, it's your aura. There's something about you.
Yeah.
I said, all right, I'll take it. And I ran with it, and people kept repeating it. So I got branded by the people.
Yeah,
I didn't brand myself. I was branded by the people, and you were basically branded by your people by taking the name that you have. Yeah.
So, let me say, what is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
I go to the loo, and then I get some milk tea.
So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
For the first time, I got a different answer.
Really?
These days people are too much into technology. So the first thing you wake up, you just speak on your phone. TikTok!
I put my phone in my pocket. I do a susu, a number 1, and then I get some milk tea. And I used to only drink the black tea, but I've been indoctrinated into the milk tea. So I take my milk tea and cigarettes on the balcony. I go straight to the balcony. I just like balconies. I like to be outside. And I have a lot of nice flowers and plants around me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nature. Yeah. So what's your guilty pleasure?
Oh God.
What do you like to do most?
I'm
guilty.
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know.
You can say I like eating. Don't you?
Okay, there's an innocent one I can say. I take too much sugar. I was raised on sugar. America is a sugar society. It's not a good thing. So even people that drink beer, it's the same as taking soda.
Yeah.
You know, on your liver, the
Mm.
effects are the same.
Yeah.
So sugar is a very guilty pleasure of mine because I do feel guilty about
So
it. I
what
know
do
it's
you
bad
advise
for
people
me.
to drink beer?
Drink less, you
They
know.
shouldn't drink.
I brought a beer for the interview. I brought one beer, and that's all I'll drink, you know. But I
Yeah.
have another sugar drink in the fridge right now. So sugar is a guilty pleasure for mine. I'm a Kool-Aid kid. You ever heard of Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
It's a very toxic drink.
Yeah, but you can try to.
Yeah, I grew up on
you reduce the
Kool-Aid.
amount that you take. Until
It's hard. It's
It's
very
hard.
hard. Sugar is super addictive. It's addictive like heroin. It's addictive like a street drug. You know,
You can start like with the fresh drinks, maybe the fresh ones that have sugar,
the juices.
and you can,
yeah.
you can use
Honey.
honey sometimes.
Yeah.
Although some people say honey is not so good too,
Yeah.
but you can start with the honey, then little by little
You said earlier
You know, I
everything.
nobody drink tea without
No sugar.
completely.
Really?
And it's not that I'm sick. It's just that
Yeah.
I once, and
Yeah.
and these days when I used to be young, my mom used to bake cakes for weddings, blah blah blah. So we used to eat this sugar thing.
Oh yeah.
So these days I'm like I'm not interested with even cakes. Can you imagine the other day it was my birthday? I didn't even celebrate it.
When I was a kid, we
I think
licked the
that-
spoon.
Yeah.
Mom
yes,
made
I-
brownies. We licked the spoon. Mom
Mm.
made cake. We licked the spoon.
So, what's your favorite meal?
My favorite meal has to be a wet fry fish with
What is it?
with ugali.
Mm.
And people say that because I'm very connected to the Luos, they say you can't be a Luo if you're taking cabbage with samaki. And I call bullshit. Like, we eat cabbage with shredded carrot with our fish all the time. But, I'll take it with spinach.
Yeah.
I don't
Spinach
really
and
take the
chicha.
kale. I'll do them in
Chicha is
chicha.
good,
I'll do them
yeah.
chicha. I don't really do the skuma wiki
Yeah.
because of the heartburn factor.
Mhm.
I've got a heartburn problem.
Yeah. Smoke is not so good. It's
So-
too acidic.
Yeah, I'll say the wet fried fish with ugali
With some chicha.
and mchicha, any mboga but sukuma wiki, and if not fish, kuku choma.
Mm.
But it's gotta fall off the bone.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color. It used to be blue, but now it's green.
Why the change?
Well,
But you're not wearing green.
they're both natural colors. Even in green screens,
You're not wearing
No, I don't wear green. I like to look at the green.
green. Yeah, you like to look at the nature.
Yeah,
So, tell me.
Yeah.
If you're stuck in an island,
Mm.
what two things would you like to have with you?
A blade is mandatory for
Mhm.
chopping wood and
Mhm.
preparing food and
Mhm.
protection, making
Mhm.
fire,
Mhm.
and a lot of plastic sheeting.
For what?
I can make a boat. I can make a shelter. I can
Mhm.
collect maji,
Mm.
things like that.
Oh, that's good. Then you won't be stuck.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll get away.
So, when you're going out in the house,
Mm.
what thing do you like always to carry with you? What one thing do you always carry with you?
I'm an iPhone user, so I got to carry a charger. Anybody? that-
Charge it without the phone.
well, no, of course the phone. The phone's attached to us, right?
Okay.
But anybody that's used an iPhone knows that even the new batteries are not that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the most thing you love about Africa?
The food.
Wow.
The food, number one. I could say people, but sometimes I like the food better than the people.
Amazing.
Right.
Food is living.
Yeah, it's 100%. If I'm alone with no people, I have my food.
And can you differentiate between Africa and America?
This is a much more, how do I say, like engaging culture.
Mm-hmm.
You're more engaged with nature.
Mm-hmm.
You're more engaged with people.
Yeah.
I could say we're engaged in the struggle, both sides, but the struggle looks different.
Yeah.
Here, it's the power goes out for no reason,
Mm.
or they're doubling our token usage right now, and no one seems to know why, right?
Yeah.
In the U.S., the struggle is the police stop you, and now you have to give them $15,000, and you don't give it to the cop; you give it to the courthouse.
Mm.
There's no chai in the United States. You have
Yeah.
to pay for your mistakes,
Mm.
and so the struggles are different.
Okay, so I think that's marks our end of today's show. And thank you so much
Very
for
welcome.
these moments. And because you are in my platform, it's amazing. And
Asante sana.
you're welcome.